Hey, what's going on, guys? Kaufman is alive. I already did a new comic books video for this week, so go check that out back on Wednesday. But I realized there was a couple comic books I didn't pick up. I kind of forgot to pick them up. Um, All new Venom #1, the new issue of Ultimates #7. So I went back to my comic book shop this weekend, picked those up, and I picked up some back issues too. So thought I'd just kind of flip through these. I haven't looked through any of them yet. Just like I do my normal weekly new comic book day videos and kind of flip through them here and give you my thoughts on them and show you what I picked up. So, like I said, this one kind of snuck up on me. We had the new issue of the final issue of Venom War come out last week, and already we got the all new Venom coming out. So, I do kind of like that quick turnaround. Um, I was hoping to find out who the all new Venom host of the Venom symbiote is in the final issue of Venom War. We didn't get that, and I was kind of hoping to get it in this too. So we'll kind of see what's going on here. Al Ewing is the writer. He was the main writer on the previous Venom story and series, and he did the Venom War as well. So get some consistency here. He must have some big idea of what he's doing here, I imagine. Got Carlos Gomez on the art here on the interiors. Actually, we've got Adam Kubert doing the cover here. Pretty cool cover. So the new Venom logo looks okay. I do prefer the original Venom logo for sure. It's hard to beat a classic. And we did see in the last issue of Venom War, I'll just show this again, we got this like new gold version of Venom. It's like his Super Saiyan ultimate form here. This is with Dylan Brock as the host, but this only lasted in the pages of this one issue. So, and the symbiote kind of disappeared after getting shot at, and we don't know where he went. And it looks like we've got a new look for the symbiote here. Got Luke Cage and Rick Jones. Definitely some new characters being brought into Venom here. We don't see Eddie Brock, any of the Brocks here, it looks like. So looks like we've got AIM some AIM guys battling Luke Cage here. He gets thrown out of the window. And we see our first appearance of this all new Venom. So it looks like he's, as we saw on the cover, obviously kind of maintaining some of the gold aspects of that symbiote, but he's got just the gold trim, the gold eyes, but the rest of it's all black. So, and gold kind of looks like armor too at this point, not just like a symbol on his chest. So I'm guessing we're kind of supposed to be led to think that this is Luke Cage in the Venom symbiote as he got thrown out that window, and then Venom shows up. Pretty awesome looking artwork here during this these fight pages here. So it looks like we're setting up a mystery as to who the host is going to be. I guess between these three guys. And we got an epilogue here with Paul and Mary Jane in her jackpot outfit here. I know everyone hates Paul. I don't like him either. So I wonder if these two are going to be involved in this mystery of who the Venom symbiote is going to be. That's going to be interesting. Here's Dylan Brock here. He's it says the detective, so maybe he's going to be trying to figure out who this new Venom is. He says it's my symbiote, so it's kind of pretty interesting take on this. I feel like not knowing who the host is, setting up a mystery, wasn't something I was expecting, to be honest. I'm kind of interested to see where it's going to go. This was a $4.99 book, so I'll try and get a full review of this once I read it all the way through. Like I said, I haven't really flipped through these at all yet. So we got Ultimates number 7 here. Juan Frigeri, Dennis Camp are the team on this. In the last issue, we saw Iron Lad, who's Tony Stark in this Ultimates universe, got killed by the Illuminati version of the Hulk. We saw a big battle between the Ultimates as they finally all got together to team up for the first time, really, as a full team, and they went up against the Hulk. I think we're getting some of the android Human Torch here as well. That's what it looked like this character is. So maybe setting up some of his backstory. I'm trying to remember where he even showed up in this Ultimates universe. I've read like all the issues of this Ultimate universe so far, but I just can't remember where they set up that Human Torch. Have to go back and check that out. But I like him showing up on this team. I like some of these characters being on this team, like America Chavez, for instance, because she hasn't really been used at all recently in Marvel Comics. Like, and it's kind of weird too because she was such a big part of that Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie. It seemed like Marvel is kind of setting America Chavez up to be, you know, kind of a big part of the Marvel universe, but they haven't hardly used her at all in the comics since then that I've noticed. So we've got the She-Hulk here. She looks pretty upset about something. She's holding Doom up against the wall here. This is Reed Richards as Dr. Doom in this universe. So we got, is this Matt Murdock, I'm assuming? Looks like he's an actual preacher in this Ultimates universe. And we've got a Tony Stark here. Looks like he's in some stasis they're trying to heal him. So I didn't think he was dead, as we were led to believe at the end of the last issue. And it looks like he's not. So I kind of assumed that, you know, Iron Man being a pretty big part of the Ultimates in this whole storyline involving Reed Richards and the Maker. So then I picked up some back issues because those were the only 2 new comics that I wanted to pick up this week that I just kind of forgot to get them on Wednesday. I don't know. There's so many comics I just forgot. But I picked up a couple X-Men back issues here. X-Men Unlimited number 1. This is one I've been wanting to get for a long time. I never picked it up when it originally came out back in like 93, I think. So I've got like issues 2, 3, 4 of X-Men Unlimited. This is a pretty good series. At least those issues are. Got Dan Panosian on artwork here. He's on the cover. Got Chris Bachalo on the interiors. So, and Scott Lobdell doing the writing. Pretty good team. And like I said, there's always some really good stories in these books, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. Got Sienna Blaze here, it looks like. Some members of the Upstarts. Pretty cool drawing of Cyclops there. The third issue of X-Men Unlimited is one of my favorite comics, where it's this story about Maverick and Sabretooth and some ninjas. It's a really cool book, so I recommend picking these X-Men Unlimiteds up, especially the early issues, if you ever see them in dollar bins or whatever. I think I paid like $3 for this, so I actually got it for less than the original cover price. That's pretty cool. Then I picked up X-Men, Uncanny X-Men number 214 here. This came out in 1986. So, picked this up for $2. I've got all the issues leading up to this, which is like the Mutant Massacre storyline. And so I just, I have issues like 2, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, wanted to pick up 14 here. We've got Storm and Dazzler on the cover here. It looks like Dazzler's being overtaken by Malice, who like abducts people. She did it to Sue Storm in Fantastic Four, this evil character. We've got Barry Windsor Smith here doing the interiors, which is pretty cool. Chris Claremont doing the writing. Some unmistakable Barry Windsor Smith faces there. Like I said, this happens right after the Mutant Massacre, so we got Callisto here from the Marauders. I haven't read this issue yet, haven't flipped through it. Not one I've ever owned before, so always cool to get some classic X-Men. I don't have nearly a full run or anything, but I've got a pretty good chunk of X-Men from like 150 to like 340 or so. I got a pretty good run going, but not a full run, like I said. Slowly picking up all the issues as I go along here. I'll probably never get a full run of Uncanny unless I buy a big long box of them or something, but pretty cool looking issue here. X-Men number 214. I wonder if this is Barry Windsor Smith on the cover, though. Kind of looks like John Romita Jr. or somebody else. I'm not sure. Let me know if you know who was on that cover there. Then I picked up some Savage Dragons. My local comic shop has gotten in a bunch of back issues of Savage Dragon, which is really cool. They're usually pretty hard to find. Obviously, these were some that I don't have. This one's kind of funny. I've got issues like 220, 221, 222, 224, 225, so I was missing this one. Really cool to find. This is a variant cover, though, with April Fool's variant cover. Scott Snyder and Jock doing a new direction for Savage Dragon. First issue in a bold new direction. What, without Eric Larson? Yeah, I kind of doubt that would ever happen. So, but this was right in the middle of the merging of multiple realities here, which was a pretty big turning point in the Dragon storyline here. We've still got the original Dragon. This is right before he bites the dust. I think in 225 is when that happens. If I'm not, maybe it was 250. I can't remember. But there's an awesome splash page of Dimension X there. Mr. Glum right in the middle. He's got all these versions of Jennifer Murphy here, who's the mother of Angel Murphy, who's the woman who's Mr. Glum is obsessed with. So we get a Carl Cosmic backup story here. I'm pretty sure this is Larson doing the pencils here, but it's just all a story being told without any words. I love the Carl Cosmic backups. They're always pretty cool, and they show you how you can kind of like make comic books pretty easily, because these are just really quick sketches, and you know, they tell really simple stories, but it shows you how you can go panel to panel telling a simple story in a comic book form. And I got Savage Dragon. I got 124 and 125. So these are two I didn't have. I don't really have any around this in the run. So I really have no idea what the storyline is in these issues. Really cool variant cover here, though, where it's got this throwback style to it. It looks like the pages are all ripped up and torn and worn, but it's actually perfectly in fine condition here. Awesome splash page there. Dragon coming through some sort of heat portal or walking out of the sun. The Dreadnought. The Dread Knight, excuse me. So there's an awesome picture of the White House here. The White House lawn. Looks like they just had this giant battle. Some interesting looking letters in this book. Wow, this is awesome. I wonder who does the lettering in here. Let's see. It's Larson doing everything, so that's why the lettering looks kind of weird. Got Super Patriot down here. He's one of my favorite characters. I've reviewed the entire Super Patriot miniseries on my channel if you want to go back and check those out. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and like. I do post daily comic book videos, so we got on art here. This looks like the Greg Kirkpatrick here on pencils, Andy Parks on inks here. So we get a backup story here. Looks like with Freak Force. Wonder Woman cameo there. That looks like Vanguard's outfit. Spider-Man in the background. Always sneak in those when you can. Kind of obscure the faces so you don't get a copyright strike against you, a copyright infringement notice or something. Get some more backups here. Always love Savage Dragon with the backup stories and the pinups in the back. No ads in the comic. Giant letters page. Then we got Dragon number 125 here. This is actually 64 pages. So usually at like issues like the 25s, the 50s, the 100s, Larson puts out kind of a deluxe issue. I'm assuming there's like a bunch of backup stories in here. That's usually how it works. But the Fly, I can kind of imagine what the story is here. I'm assuming Dragon is in a body cast and there's some fly that's bothering him. And yeah, that's what it looked like here, flipping through the pages. We just get multiple pages of Dragon dealing with a fly. That is pretty funny. Wow. Looks like Larson might be doing the letters on here too. So, Chrysiliopoulos doing some backup stories. Here's another backup by Larson here with Angel and Glum. Let's see what check out the main story here. Just Dragon punching, fighting. Can't go wrong with that. Looks like he's getting a cyber arm here. You know, Dragon's like a lot like Deadpool, where he can get beat up, but he basically can't die, and he just regenerates pretty quick, so. I like these pages done, and they're made to look old and worn, but they're actually not. So lots of little stories in here. These are kind of like annuals for Dragon. So, oh, this is cool. This looks like some Mike Mignola stuff or something. This is like the Black, White, and Blood Savage Dragon issue right here. And the Fly, here we go. So I'm looking forward to reading this for sure. This looks like a really fun issue. So that's it. That's all the comics I picked up this weekend. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.